Hi there, welcome back to another Angle UK, and today I'm really excited for three reasons. Right, one reason is that I'm going fishing. The second reason is, anyone recognise where we are? It's the lovely Lindholme Lakes. And the third reason, today's a school day, and it's really great for me to have the opportunity to have Jamie Harrison with me, and he's up for the challenge to try and get a few of the bad skills out of me and get some decent skills in. So any videos after this, you're going to be seeing a few catch rates improve. So Jamie, what do you think then?
No pressure then, no pressure.
No pressure, mate.
Thanks for that. Yeah, we've got the sun on us, it's late March, so you can probably tell how we're dressed. The wind's quite chilly, but we've got the wind off our backs. I've seen a couple of fish rise already. And I know Phil isn't anywhere near as bad as he's making out, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. But every day is a school day, so we're always learning, so I'm pretty sure we're going to get some today. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the baits, we're going to talk about the swim and that kind of thing. Okay, so yeah, so talking about school days, I think I've just heard the school bell go, so I'm off into class, and I'm going to bring you back at break time and lunch time and just give you a quick update on how we're going. And then when it's kick out school time, the end of the day, as long as I'm not put in detention for doing a load of garbage today, it should be all right. So I'll come back to you and let you know how we're getting on. But there'll just be a bit of film, hopefully catching a fish, and enjoy the video. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in a bit. Second cast.
What a man.
He had one drop in on a method feeder. It was in for 8 minutes. He had a beautiful drop back. We think that was a skimmer, to be fair, but this one definitely isn't. How long's this been in? This has only been in?
Oh, mate, less than a minute.
Less than a minute?
Less than a minute.
Speed fishing.
Oh,
and that's showing that the system works. It started short. Nice F1, well done, mate.
F1 there.
Couldn't wish for a bite quicker than that.
Look at that one.
Look at that one.
How about that?
Go on, hold him up, let's have a look. No messing.
How about
look at that
one?
Beautiful in the sunshine.
What a beauty. What a beauty.
Great start. Hold on, mate.
Lovely job. I'm going to come out now.
You don't, it's attached to you. That's it, he's gone. He's literally just dropped that back in again at 6 meters, and it just reached. Go on, what was you doing?
I was just turned around to put the stopwatch on. It's not even stopped.
Look, he hasn't even had time to put his stopwatch on, and it just nearly dragged the rod in. The ironic thing was, we've just seen a great big fish down this margin, which we were washing. That's a better fish, that's a big F1. In fact, it's still there. Oh, it's a pike.
It's a pike.
That's an F1. Can you see the shadow?
Yeah.
That is a pike. And he hasn't moved at all after all that disturbance.
Incredible.
People would say you're in an aquarium. That's a proper F1, that one. Look at the size of that.
He feels like a lump.
That is a lump. Well, you said you don't like waiting long for bites, didn't you?
Right, let's just get this one on up.
Good fish, that one. They're the heavy that? F1s. I mean, the F1s in here go £5.
Yeah.
Some of them. Remember back in the day when they stocked them, they said, look at that pike still there.
Still there.
Just came for a nosy. Yeah, when these F1s were first introduced, everyone said they only grow up to £2. That's gone out the window now, hasn't it? Look at that one.
Look at that one.
Some rack of weight up of those.
What a super fish that is.
Short range as well.
Colours on that. Yep.
Fantastic.
Probably about £3.
£3.
Yep.
It's alright, mate. 2 in 2 kettle. You've only had 3 casts, you've had a bite and 2 fish. You can't have better than that.
Perfect.
That's good for summer.
Yeah.
Well, he's had a spell on skimmers, which, whilst it's nice to catch them, they're not the target really today. And he's gone looking for a better fish. How good was that bite?
That was, bent that rod right round. You definitely knew that was on.
Scrappy
He's
F1.
still off. He's not ready yet.
He's not, is he?
Here he comes. Let's get this bendy landing net.
Bendy landing.
The banana pole.
Banana pole. How long had that been in?
That was 8 minutes.
8 minutes?
Yeah, 8 minutes.
That's not bad, but you've gone looking for that one, haven't you? And you've got one, you've been rewarded.
Yeah, very nice fish.
Mr. Pike hasn't returned, he's gone now. He must have figured that these fish are a bit too big for him. Have we got a favourite hook bait yet?
I think I like this coffee coloured one. It certainly seems to have had me more of the F1s than the lime green one.
That hook wasn't coming out, was it?
It's not coming out. That's the little banoffee coloured one. Quite nice that.
Size what? 14 is that one?
14 I
Size
believe,
14,
yeah. 14 I've got on there.
Let balance set up. But yeah, you went looking for one and you've got one. We've still got plan C, D, E and E left yet.
Let's just have this one's a bit on the lively side. We'll keep that over the net.
Still lively.
Yeah.
Still lively, that one.
Keep it well over the net. But again, lovely condition, isn't it?
Aren't they? Beautiful
Super
condition.
little fish, that.
Fantastic.
Very pleased.
See if we can get another one. Well, he's gone looking again for another fish and look what he's got. Oh, that's the pressure of the camera, that's what that was.
Shocking netting.
Pressure.
Shocking netting.
Pressure.
And on film.
Well, that's a good fish.
Nice.
Again, on your favourite hook bait.
Feels like he's got a bit of weight to it.
Just gone that little bit further out, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's amazing how he's kept in touch with the fish. Gone looking for him. Feeding another line now down this margin, down this left hand side. That's for the latter stages. Same hook bait.
Yep, same hook bait.
Coffee
Perfect.
colour.
Coffee colour.
He's even got that one back. He's like a tight Yorkshireman. He's everything's on one hook bait today. Get that one.
There we go. That's
slowly
nice.
getting heavier, aren't they?
So nice fish that.
He pulled the rod in as well. Really took off when
Definitely give us a good bang. That one is straight round.
Lovely fish.
Perfect.
The system works. So that's all my confidence with that hook bait anyway.
Yeah.
We're now down the margins. The sun is shining. We thought we were going to get wet, but thankfully it stayed away and hopefully it's going to remain too. Phil is now fishing in probably the 5th area of the swim for today.
Yeah.
That's how mobile he's been. And he's got another one. Nearly pulled a rod in as well.
I'm just trying to keep this one on this right hand side as we're fishing on the left.
Important point. Yep,
So,
trying to keep.
Just wanted him over there.
I know you don't know where we've caught this one because we haven't told you, but we will tell you. Basically, he's set that up down this left hand side where he's got this nice big reed bed. He's been priming that for what? How long have you been feeding that line for?
Since about 1 o'clock this afternoon, I think. We've just slowly been pushing stuff in it all afternoon.
Yep.
And there we are, nice small
Scale down.
feeder.
Scale down the feeder.
And
We scale down the hook bait.
that's given us, in that sunshine, look at that. What a beautiful fish.
Nearly pulled the rod in. If you'd lost that, you would have said it was £20 the way that it shot off.
That's true.
Lovely.
That's true.
Go on then, Phil.
It is £20 if you hold it close enough to the camera, Jamie. Come
Yeah,
on.
it would be. Yeah, we all know those tricks. So come on then. Are you going to load the feeder up then? Show us how you caught and where you caught that one. Let's come around that side. I've got to be careful here because now I'm going to be standing very, very close to where he's fishing. So I don't want to ruin that inside line. So go on then, talk us through it.
So we're just loading this feeder just lightly. A little bit of bait on it. Not pressed too hard.
Just fishery micros, no fancy glugs or anything.
Just with a small wafter in there.
Okay, just lightly pressing it on.
Okay.
So that's locked. I'll show you where he's fishing and where he's been feeding. I'll do it over his shoulder here.
And we're just going for a little underarm. Just there.
Get that. That deserves a fish. He's had to change his feeder arm round, move it round so he's got a better angle on it. So that he's still got that nice angle so that when the fish goes it can absorb the fight of the fish on the bite. And he's obviously using these to the full advantage because they're obviously going to help grip the rod, keep it in place. Do you think this? Do you think it's worth a few more this swim?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. Because it's early doors, really, isn't it? It's only like 20 to 4, and I imagine in a match that any time from now on, this is going to be the place where they're going to be, and we're definitely seeing some interest on. Movement on the end of that tip, so we know the fish are there.
Yeah, we expect it getting stronger. So that's 2 casts with that hook bait, and you didn't quite hook the first one, but it was definitely a good fish, and then you've just had that one. So whether it's coincidence or not,
You can tell you're at Lindholme because of that aeroplane in the background, can't you? So I think the last one took us about 6-7 minutes.
Was it? Right,
yeah,
okay.
so we're looking at about 2 now. So I'm waiting for these knocks to start coming. Just a little knock now, do you see that?
Yeah. Not getting loads of indications. There aren't loads of fish down there. I'm glad the skimmers aren't there.
Yeah.
So at least it's giving you a chance to fish it properly.
Let's see how that works.
That's a fish. Definitely.
Nice one, that.
Just at that back side, back edge of those reeds where it's a bit quieter, a bit deeper. I'm sure that'll get you one.
I can understand it when match fishermen say that they're exhausted at the end of a fishing match, and I can feel all my muscles ready to just spring and grab that rod. You know,
Yeah.
There's that excitement, anticipation, but you're just ready to pounce on the rod and grab it.
Yeah, especially some matches, because every single bite matters, you know, on some matches. And certainly some of these big competitions, one bite could mean 500 quid, it could be 1,000 quid, you know, some of them.
Yeah.
I fished a big final about 2 or 3 years ago where one bream won £10,000. That was the only bream caught in the whole match, and Neil Mallinson, who caught his, he had a bite. 27 out of the 26 people out of 30 never had a bite. There was only 3 people out of 30 that had a bite, but one of them was a bream, only £2 odd. Neil Mallinson, he caught it, and that was £10,000. So you can imagine what it's like on matches like that. Oh, nothing there!
Nothing.
Oh,
I can't believe there's nothing there.
don't know what happened there. That not been in long either, had it?
We'll be looking at, oh, actually about 9 minutes, would you believe?
Well, we know there's definitely one more down there. Giving itself away. Let's go again. Oh, it's even closer to the reeds that time.
Playing with
Let's
fire.
see what happens now. Just showing off now.
Just got lucky, you mean?
Nah. Hey, it's better to be lucky than good
Lucky than losing.
in fishing. Definitely. That was a lovely bite anyway. Looked like it was on. Lovely
What?
pull.
Couldn't believe there was nothing there. I thought we got it quick enough.
Yeah. Got cat-like reactions.
That's a man that doesn't want to see his rod going in there.
Yeah, you've got to be fishing at such short range. You need to have your wits about you. I bet there's quite a few rods in here. Yeah, lovely that.
Right round the corner.
Yeah, that's where you'd want to be, mate. Just where they can't quite see us directly.
Wind's getting up again, isn't it?
It is, yeah. No, but it's severe on some venues, that today. I bet they're noticing it over there on that other bank when they've got wind straight in the face.
Yeah. The trap is set.
This is a fish cast, this one. You can get one on this one. There we go. That one's on.
That's the one.
That deserved a fish, that cast.
Oh yes.
Where you put that was brilliant, mate. If you were pole fishing, that's where you'd want to be putting your float.
Yeah.
Brilliant, mate. Wasn't in long either, was it?
Do you know what? I didn't even set the time of that one.
No.
It wasn't. It wasn't on that one. I was so keen
No.
to get that bite. I didn't a bite.
That just felt better because it was away from that snaggy bit and it was closer to the reeds, round the back as well.
Yeah.
It just felt so. You know, how many times does it go in and you feel so much more confident and then you go and get one?
Yeah.
Fight hard, don't they, these fish? Oh, it's a good fish, that one. Yellow. Yellow wafter. Beautiful, short range method feeder. And it's the right time of day as well. This is when you'd expect it getting stronger, but they're not giving themselves up, are they? That's the key thing I think to mention, is that they're not giving themselves away. We've had to change the feeder to a smaller feeder. We've had to change the hook bait down as well, and we're even having to put it in the right spot. But the beautiful thing is when you're getting indications, they are giving themselves away. They're telling you that they're there, so that's why we keep bringing those changes.
Let's have a look at this one, another lively one.
Yeah, look at him.
Again, beauty.
Beautiful
Not going to get
colour,
him
aren't they?
too far out of this net because
No.
I can see that one jumping out my hand.
Lovely condition as well, which is great to see.
Isn't it?
Commercials. Yeah.
Nice one.
Well done, mate. We've got to share this one with you. He's only gone and got a margin snotty. You could tell that were a different fish as soon as you hooked it, couldn't you?
Yeah,
It was much slower, nodding away. Look at that beauty.
like that.
Same bait, everything, same line down that margin down there.
Yeah.
Look at that, eh?
And if you think of kissing a fish, think again, mate. You know? Not one of them.
I think the fish looks a bit relieved as well, to be honest.
Not surprised. Right, well, we've come to the end of the day. It's been really, really good. I've learned so much. So my casting has improved. I've learned a lot about the method feeder and made a lot of changes and techniques there. It's given me a lot to think about. Just hope that I haven't been a disruptive pupil and that I've taken things on board. And Jamie, thank you so much for today. I've really enjoyed it, much appreciated it. I've got a lot out of the coaching session, so thank you very much for that.
No, thank you.
And there's been some excellent off-camera blether as well. So
we've put the world to rights. We've discussed all the ins and outs of YouTube. We've discussed everything. But no, it's been great. I mean, Phil, luckily with Phil is all the basics have been covered. You know, Phil already knew all that. So that's the beautiful thing about spending the day with somebody like Phil, because you haven't got to waste time on a lot of the basics. You know, you can focus on the key things, and you really helped because you told me there were really 3 key things you wanted to look at today: the watercraft side of it, casting, and just approaching the swim, and so we could focus on that.
yeah,
And I've got to openly admit that it helps doing it on a venue that's got fish in it. You know, because you know, we haven't really talked about this, but there are lots of things out there that people want to work on. They want to work on not so much casting, but the hookups on the method feeder,
yeah,
swim rotation, and all that sort of stuff. You can only do that when you're getting fish, when there's fish feeding. You know, otherwise you might as well be sat at home doing it. You know, it's only when you go somewhere that's got fish in it where you're going to get a response.
yeah.
You know, and I see that a lot. People go out practicing and trying stuff out on venues that aren't fishing very well. If you're not getting a response from the fish, you're not going to learn anything, because you don't know if you're doing anything right or wrong. Because no matter what you do, you're not getting a response. Whereas
Yeah.
today, I mean, with the method feeder, especially late on,
Yeah.
we fished a certain way for probably 4 or 5 casts. We've made 3 little
3
changes,
changes, wasn't it? Yeah.
and you've got to fish virtually
Right.
straight away.
Almost took the rod.
Yeah,
So it's
so-
great.
But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. I know you're going to carry on for a bit. Hope the sun stays out for you.
Yeah.
But it's been a pleasure, mate.
Thank you
Left-handed
very much.
handshake.
Left-handed shake. And the camera's going up and down. Okay.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you very much. See you now. I hope you're getting all of that rainbow, because that is amazing. Super there. I'm going to give it another half hour or so. The rain stopped. I've got bait, so I might as well have another little session, see if I can pick up another F1, and then I'll wrap it up and call it a day. I've had such a great time with Jamie. I've learned an awful lot, a fantastic amount, and going to put a lot of things into practice. It is going to make a difference to my fishing. It's really important that it's done that. I knew it would, and Jamie's been a top man all day. So anyone thinking of coaching, Jamie, I can thoroughly recommend him. He doesn't really need recommending, does he? Because he's well known with it. Hope you enjoy the video.